Okay, pretty good chance we're going to beat the game today. Let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. We just did the Edward Roivas sequence, which is pretty cool. I did find out that there's only one correct answer to the puzzle before, and if you had summoned the wrong thing, if you had cast the wrong spell, it would have just said, oh, that was the wrong spell, which is too bad. It would have been cool if there was actually like a bad ending or something for casting those spells.
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is likely to be an ancient just beyond our
91.
senses, waiting. They prey on our misfortune and exploit it toward their own twisted ends. When hundreds of oil fields are set ablaze on the heels of war, the ancient's grip tightens, knowing that lives will be forfeit and resources squandered.
Or specifically in Kuwait.
People make a difference. People like Michael Edwards, a Canadian industrial firefighter hired to put an end to the insanity at the end of the war. Ironically for him, the insanity was just beginning.
Oh, thanks, Scarf. Yeah. Smooth new 60 hertz audio mixer equalizer in OBS.
It's hotter than hell here. I'm getting a little nervous about this one. It feels more out of control than the others. More powerful. I don't know how else to describe it.
This is the safest way to blow out these things. You've done this enough to know that. It's by the numbers. It's all good. Just relax.
Is that the DARPA chief?
The water spray are there, so you're probably right. We've got 500 pounds of 80%
Or
nitro
decoy octopus, depending on.
in place. We're good to go.
Edwards, you can pull your team back now. Get your team to a safe distance and we'll try to kill the fire.
It sounds like Paul Eiding to Colonel Campbell.
Coming back now.
We're getting a pressure increase at the well cap. It's gonna tear itself apart. Hurry! Get your team out of...
Damn. Is he gonna wake up directly in the spooky hell hallway? Okay, no. But this is near where the tower was being built by Pius earlier. Got it. Yeah! We'll talk about this more when we get to the credits and get the post-mortem of Eternal Darkness, but the main movie this game makes me think of is the Brendan Fraser mummy movies. Kind of like fun adventure horror. You're in danger.
What the hell happened? They're all dead. McCormick, Patterson, all gone.
Which is definitely not what I was expecting coming into what I knew was like Lovecraft inspired.
Tons of concrete.
Take this.
Oh, great.
Guard it well.
Don't touch it with your
Many have
hands.
perished for it. Take it. Take it to the ruins of Endgame. At the ruins, a gathering of light.
We are converging all of these to the Roivas estate.
Under a house in Rhode Island.
Take it. Save us. Oh.
Don't touch the Charmander artifact. Grab it with, like, your shirt or something. Sensing the danger, Mike protects his hands from the insidious magic by using his coat to carefully pick the artifact from the debris-strewn floor. Good job, Mike. Essence of Charmander obtained. And we've got the ruby effigy again, which keeps backing up through the H's. Defeated warrior, deep red ruby, and it is in fact a fire axe. That's cool. Molybdenum alloy. Got a flashlight. Already nonsense in here, even without the book. There hasn't been a hard and fast rule in the game. Mike, you got any comments on the spooky hell tower? No? No, I guess it's fair. It's pretty normal. This is literally a spooky hell tower. Check it out. It's a giant tower, and it's spooky, because there's a bunch of, like, human beings that have been trapped in it. It's extremely vertical. They literally built it, Pius built it in one of the previous sequences, but it was above ground at the time, for the most part. Spooky corpsicle. Spooky hell pillar, okay. Presumably a climbable tower, though. Desiccated corpse lies sprawled on the temple floor. Desert combat fatigues. Collect the weapon, sure. A lot of weapons. Stick with the axe for now. That's bad. Probably want to start shooting it then. If I had spells, I would use them against this guy, but they're not available yet. He likes to summon himself some zombies. More zombies? Come on, buddy. I have no ability to recover stamina at the moment, so this might be a bad idea. Oh, that's a fun sanity effect. I haven't seen that one before. Change modes on the gun. Okay. Stop summoning these things. It's frustrating. Finish him. I got some back. Let's bring back the axe. Probably didn't need to fight those guys, but hey, we did. Why not? Take the ladder down. We learned last episode that you can shoot those things pretty easily, actually. So many Squirtle zombies. I have a lot of questions about how the different playthroughs work out depending on which god you select at the beginning. But I'm gonna wait until the credits. Be nice once I can enchant this axe. There's a lot of ladders that I'm passing. I just want to see what else is in this hallway really quick. Just lots of ladders, okay. That's the first one. Payload effects, how you doing? These guys are not fun. Gold amulets. You suck, you know that? Bargon, bargon, bargon. Yes, yes, yes. Dutch angles are fucking with me here. Hopefully I get the Necronomicon soon. I think if you can consider the sanity meter as having a value between 1 and 45, I think each individual point of sanity you lose tilts the camera by another 1 degree. Which is pretty funny. Magic doesn't exist anymore in the 90s. Bad time to be low on health because it lowers my movement speed and everything. Come on, spooky hallway. No. Hey, I remember this room. Well, Mike certainly doesn't. Because he hasn't read the spooky book yet. I can't do shit with that. So I don't have the book yet. How does one go about getting the book? Just confirm that the red effigy doesn't do anything there. Can't use that now. I'm just attached to something. Don't There's anything else in this room that I can do anything with. Let me try a different ladder here. It's in fact a dead end. Stop it. Seriously, stop it. I can't wait to cast an enchant spell on my assault rifle. Squirtle, Pargon, Pargon, Pargon. It really makes me wonder if they originally planned to have lots and lots of verb-noun combinations when you got more words to your spell, and they kind of had to settle for just having lots of Pargons. It's too complicated. It's kind of neat having sanity matter again, though, in these parts where I don't have the book. This looks important in the center of this room. I need to shift the camera angle about 3 degrees and reduce the baby crying slightly. Perfect. We got right out of baby crying territory. Battered staff lies upon the dais. Hey! It's Raiders of the Lost Ark, this shit. That's what I thought. Michael's acquired a staff. Staff made from hardwood, it's finished. Once clean and resplendent, is now dented and cracked. It's topped with a gold amulet. Inset with the lens. Ah, so the lens is probably going to come up when we do the inevitable puzzle in the house using the planetarium room. I think this is the longest we've gone on a stage without getting the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Maybe we actually have to get it in the stage instead of going to the Scream hallway. Hey! Yeah, okay. I see, game. You're definitely doing the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing. Interesting puzzle. Cool. Nice. That's pretty neat. Gotta be careful not to oversave in case I need to load back when I've got more health. Oh, here we go. Never mind, everything's fine now. And we're full on statues, which seems to suggest that Mike is still alive along with the Indiana Jones guy. Edward Roivas, right? Should make sense because Indiana Jones guy brought the Bulbasaur statue back to the Roivas estate. Should Michael claim the Tome of Eternal Darkness? You know it. Alright. Cast some spells. I'm fine to keep the sanity effects running, especially in the Alex scenario. We were talking about this a little bit in the VODs channel in Discord. That I think the sanity effects in this game are primarily fun, and they kind of make you laugh and clap as opposed to actually be freaked out most of the time. There's a couple that are actually pretty scary, but I don't mind healing sanity after we kind of have an idea of what to expect from the stage. But we saw a couple new ones today already, like the one where you open up your inventory and everything is missing. Oh, it's interesting. I'm still alive. Rude. Here y'all. Alright, enchanted axe time.
Enter
Fuck, keep missing. One down. Give me some of that back, please. Thank you. Yeah, this part of the temple is like pristine. Charmander Pargon. Thank you. Now I can save with Reckless Abandon. I was going to save a save file for casting the big god spell in the tower, but it was a bummer to find out that there's no other things you can do. If you pick the wrong spell, the character just says, that isn't right. Oh, worms again. That was a weird, really fast cutscene. I think those things are meant to be creepier than they actually end up being in the game. Wonder if they had bigger plans for them at some point. Oh shit, wrong spell. Looks like that's a blue. Cosmic Horror Pokemon. Emerald Effigy. That's my second effigy now. A scholar ravaged by an unseen foe. Because the Ruby's a warrior, right? Oh, shit. Pargon, Pargon, Pargon. This is going just fine. My favorite enemy. Yeah. Ow, get off me. I probably just need to dodge this guy. It's too frustrating. I could shoot him probably with the green, but he's only vulnerable for a short amount of time. That's a lot of trappers. Alright. Please don't zap me. Got our dead buddy over here. We teleported here a while ago. Pokemon Black came pretty close. I wonder why you can't melee them. Maybe they're invincible once their spell animation starts. I'm not gonna recover all the sanity, just a little bit. Oops, I gotta wait for it to finish casting. So I think I've been in this room before, but more of these were actual doors last time. It may have been the door I just took them came from. Yeah, I remember this room for sure. Oops, strong spell. Well, that's bad. It's gonna take me a second to get my magic back. Do suicides. I think the firefighter should have the highest health and the best stamina in the game. It appears to be the case. Hasn't gotten tired yet. Alright, don't cast the wrong one this time. Then I gotta cast Enchant Bulbasaur here in a second. Help kill these things faster. Thanks, Xalatot. Get off me. Ow. Rude. Seriously? Oh, nice. Chop as many of them down as we can here. Beautiful. Strange obelisk made from a dark granite-like material appears to be blocking the way forward, but the obelisk appears to be impervious to all damage. However, it has a familiar rune on it. creature. Okay, so let's try, I guess. The problem is I'm gonna have to deal with fighting it, right? That makes it sound like it's just a trapper. So a trapper should be able to destroy that. Let's give it a shot. Summon trapper. No. Run around in circles for a bit.
Tier Parattack Celadon.
Okay, last time we learned we have to target with this. It does work. Hey, cool. They don't teach spellcasting in firefighter training. I'll take low magic over low stamina. I need to be able to run to do like everything else. He really should have been the one doing the mission in the ancient city. Thanks, Ratchet. Yeah, run speed. It's affected by your health. I think he has the highest health in the game. He's never gotten tired while running so far. Alright. New spell. Shrine fashioned from disinterred human remains. Stands at the front of the room. Bind. This might be a spell that I already discovered earlier. It is. I now have all the spells in the game. Cool. Bind a creature with magic, forcing it to ally with them. Oh. That's interesting. Must be necessary for solving puzzles, I guess. Didn't realize there was a second door down there. Good to know. Two creatures are generating the field itself. Oh. Alright, Michael. I think I asked this in an earlier episode, but I wasn't sure if anyone knew the answer, whether you generate the same amount of magic per step when you're running versus walking. But hopefully his higher stamina from his higher max health helps with that. I'm enjoying it so far. Let's see. Can I at least give it a shitty enchant?
Enter by Celadon.
I think when you do mana pool, it says something about making you drop down once the spell runs out. I'm not clear exactly how that works. It's like a thing you might want to turn on for a boss fight when you think you can push to win with it, you know? Explosives. Okay. This is the room, but all of the artifacts have been removed from it now. It doesn't magic pool say be at your disposal for the duration of the magic. Once the magic waned, you'll be bereft of spiritual power. Yeah, so it seems to suggest that as soon as the spell runs out, your mana drops to 0 and then it has to regen back up. Maybe you can keep recasting it or something? Go find the hallway with the worms. Sorcerer casting a spell. Air of authority about him. Interesting. So sorcerer is treated differently from scholar. Female scholar. Makes sense. Bulbasaur is a female goddess. Oh, good. That was a good decision. Zap me, bro. Bulbasaur is weak against Charmander. But I want to make sure we use the highest version of the spell. There we go. He's gonna drain my stamina real quick if I'm not careful here. Well, he did already, but... I'm gonna die. Everything's fine. Let me kill him first and get some sanity back. Okay, recover this one. Probably wanted to use the bigger heal. Well, now I'll just do this one again. Okay, and then now we want to re-enchant the item. I guess gotta wait for Magic Pool to finish. Oh, maybe it doesn't make you drain your mana when it wears off. Huh. Okay, so I put the green effigy there before, and that seemed to summon a monster, so maybe they don't want me to do that? Let's try putting the Charmander statue there instead. Really? Possible that it's like an order thing too. Just putting statues there summons things that are pissed off at you. Let me go get Squirtle really quick. he's got a lot of extra health. I guess that makes sense. Alright, so I've tried red and red, green and green, red and green. I haven't tried green and red. Let me read the description really quick. Okay, so you gotta put the thing it's weak against, or rather it's strong against. Maybe there's puzzle details elsewhere that make that make sense. Now I gotta go find the sorcerer, gets dominated by the scholar. Probably in that area where I have to use the explosives on the bridge. Be my guess. I don't remember where that bridge is. I'm pretty sure it's toward the bottom of this place. Just make sure I didn't miss anything down here. Yeah, this just had the C4 in it. This is the chamber where the 3 statues originally were forever ago. Nothing else to do there. These doors are all busted. Back hallway is progress. It's not a real door anymore. Must be back pretty far then. Alright. Ignore the bat guy, because he's annoying. Yes, yes. Do a small heal here. Just the one exit from this room, I think. Just the worms. Go past where the worms were, that just loops back to where the level started. It's around like the edges of the room, right? I didn't go along the edges last time, so maybe there's a path down to where the bridge was. Oh shit. Whoops. Purple, please. Thank you. Hey, another little obelisk is here too. Very cool. Yeah, thanks, Trapper. Makes it really easy for them to get out, right? I don't think there's anything on the edges. I think it just exists to conceal annoying trappers. The rest of this is dead end. Okay. This is Indiana Jones' room. So now we know how the puzzle's supposed to work back home in the planetarium room. Or we get to go back there way later. This room used to have a ladder on the other side. Okay. Second from the end ladder does not do anything. End ladder is progress. Back to the room with the statues. This room has these assholes. Oh, he's starting to get tired finally after all this running. I think this just takes me back to the, yeah, that's a shortcut. Okay. Well, now I know why it's there. Can use that to quickly get back after we find the way down. You guys suck. Alright, first ladder goes to the shortcut to get back. Where's the bridge room, though? Chatturga. Chatturgamander. Combat fatigues. Back to the spooky hell pillar, excuse me. So I think I've been in every room, and I don't know how to get to the bridge room. I know there's a map, right? I think it's that room, but I have no idea how to get to it. So if you've played Eternal Darkness before and you know the general way to get there, I wouldn't mind a tip. I'm guessing the fact that they gave me a shortcut means that I am supposed to be back in this general direction somehow. I gotta go to the room at the long bridge where the worms came up when we were playing as the surveyor guy. Backtracking was never necessary? Okay, thank you. It's alright, dude. I think that's generally true in this game. It rarely makes you significantly backtrack. Okay, so it's somewhere past this ladder is what you're telling me. it still doesn't have to be behind where I am right now. I assume that, like, since there's not a symbol, it reveal invisible won't work. Pretty sure there's always a symbol for reveal invisible. Unless if it's an invisible enemy, like the thing that was stalking us before. Wait, did I just never go down here? I thought I totally did. Oh no, this is sanity effect. They're not real zombies. Yeah, so this is where the artifacts were. Down floor. Next, it seems like the ladder that I need to find is in here somewhere. Oops. I guess this isn't the bridge room after all. Disregard. Innocuous paneled wall caps the end of the room. Inconspicuously empty. Need to add a detonator. Oh, does it? That's cool. Okay, so I assume I have to use the C4 here. I don't have the detonator for it yet. Can't use the grenades. Also, I assume that the sorcerer statue is past there. So is there somewhere else I can go right now? Dominating visage, okay. I see why it says dominating. Both assumptions are flawed. I can try using reveal invisible again. Oh, okay. Thanks. Figured it would have the symbol on it if that's what was needed. There's a detonator. Got it. No problem. My pleasure. Sure, it's an end well for all of us. This is the one where I thought you had to send a zombie down it, but it's actually casting shield. The worms are so strange. They're supposed to be a boss fight at some point, and they're like, well, we got him. We may as well keep him in the game. Countless souls sacrificed to the darkness. Someone must end this madness. Now I'm gonna get a Metroid escape timer. Let me make sure I've got full actual like running stamina before I do anything here. Let me try Magic Pool since that seems to just work. Cutscenes are really fast every time they spawn. It's very strange. Enchant C4. Charmander Elemental Plastic Explosive. And they tried to give a lot of hints of what we were doing this bridge. I wonder if the whole pop-up saying destroy this was because players got lost as to what to do. Looks like we're topped off. Let me save. Probably not enough to bring down the whole city. There must be some way of making it more powerful and increasing its damage potential. Can I actually enchant it? I was just joking before. That's funny.
T-minus
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Dun, 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 dun. I was completely joking. I didn't think that was actually going to be a thing. That's kind of funny, actually. I don't think I've had enough shields here. We'll see. Well, maybe I did. Excuse y'all. Oh, new exit. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about this before, but the sanity system is also an interesting way to punish you for not killing all the enemies. Basically, every enemy you run past is going to trigger this sanity drain. So even though that's often a really effective strategy in horror games, I think most of the time it doesn't matter in this one because you're never running down rooms with 100 enemies. But it's still a pretty neat concept from a balancing perspective. This is fun. Three minutes was completely fair, okay. Few years later. I got a thing for you. You should totally have all these in the same
Thanks for
house.
coming. I didn't think you'd show.
Look, I have no idea who you...
I think you do. Just as much as I know you know. Now let's be quick. The Guardians know where I am, and I won't last the night. But that's not the point.
What's this?
Something you need. Don't open it here. Only in privacy. They can sense it if it's not shrouded.
Is it one of the artifacts?
You must leave now. Look, there's something I have to do before they get to me. I can't protect you if they find us. Good luck.
Good luck. But he's probably still alive. It's fine. This is fine. Just the plot of the Disney Hercules movie. Oh, cool. Now she just has no sanity. And there's monsters in the house. Oh, right, don't I have a letter I have to read now? Hold on. Letter from Edward.
Dear Alexandra, if you are reading this, Alex, then I am surely dead. Knowing that the police will contact my only living relative, I made sure to leave this message for you. As I write this letter, Pius Augustus is waiting for his chance to strike me down for what I have done to the Guardian City. I believe I have slowed Augustus's plans, but not stopped them completely. He will still try to bring his ancient into this world. You must continue what
His
our
red,
ancestor
blue, or
Max
green god.
started. You must gather the artifacts and call forth an ancient to combat what Augustus brings into this world.
Oh, cool.
Of the artifacts, there are 4. But one of these is in the clutches of Pius himself. They are the Black Heart of Mantarok, the Claw of Chaturga,
Mantarok's a
sigil of
bro,
Xenotarth.
though, so...
the Veil of Uliauth. Your skill in the arcane science will not be as strong as Pius's, who has had 2 millennium to prepare his gate. You will need all the remaining artifacts to match his power. It all rests with you, my dear. I wish you well in this desperate act. I wish I had more guidance for you, but I am at my wit's end, and I feel I am running out of time. Your loving grandfather, Edward.
Cool. Alright. So we got Mantarok. We got Mewtwo and Bulbasaur. Charmander should be stored in the house now, probably underneath the... telescope room. We're gonna go get that now. Then we can summon Mewtwo. Teach him about the power of friendship. It'd be cool if that's actually what they're going for, that Mantarok is, like, the best god. The idiot corpse god or whatever. Fertility god. He's never done anything particularly mean to anyone. One of these is missing, right? That's pretty cool. Is it pointing to, like... I thought this was a globe. There be dragons here. I thought from the earlier cutscene that it was pointing to, like, Portugal or something. That's good. Package. Brown paper parcel. It's wrapped in brown paper. Should Alex open it? Oh. That's surprising. He gave Charmander the U.S. Postal Service. Right. Let's save. Some kind of well-like entranceway is revealed. The ladder leads down in the murky darkness. Did Alex climb down the ladder? Yes. See what's left of the city after we fuck with it. Shaft has been sealed. It sure was sealed. It's concrete. Tome suggested by Edwards and Maximilian's words, the city exists and is far more incredible than Alex had thought. Warp City. Parasitized with the Guardians of Ulyoth. I really like how combat only happens with Alex close to the end-ish here. Ha, nice.
This isn't really happening.
Would it be cool if your TV happened to look just like that? Like the Hideo pop-up in Metal Gear Solid 1? I bet they had a lot of fun doing like the Psycho Mantis fight in Twin Snakes. Alright, well I need to recover a small amount of sanity. I said it right that time. Just so that I don't get drained by the first enemy I run into. So did anyone in chat know exactly how Magic Pool works? Is it, First of all, can I do it at a higher level? Let's try that. Does it actually cause my mana to drop to 0 at the end of the spell, or is it just increase mana regeneration while it's on tier? Redgamore. No downside, you may as well be running it, basically. Does it matter what alignment you have? I assume it only regens magic. May as well do this one too. It's like recovery, but it's regen, so you can do it for all of them. That's cool. I wonder if the description originally intended it to work that way or something. Definitely odd. Oh, can I only have one active at a time? I guess we'll find out here. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, I know. Just affects the duration, not the amount recovered per tick. Okay. Well, I definitely want to have max duration mana regen. Shield. Do some suicides real quick. Or is lava? Oh jeez. Alright, I guess I really want to make sure that I have this taken care of down here. What element is it? Blue? Well, I'm gonna die. Probably need to recast it or get to a safe spot while I'm on my way there. Get up there in time! You can do it! This is fine. Yet live. Ouch. Try enough mana. I probably need a max dispel here, given how big the shield is. Perfect. That's cool. Now is it going to be summon creature? Part of the broken pedestal lies on the floor. Pedestal fragment. Top of broken pedestal. Not stay together in its current state. Item's been repaired. It's still not in excellent condition. Once pious encountered in the Forbidden City, where you found the essences of the ancients. Got it. So my theory is Mantarok is a bro. Let's bring in Mewtwo here. Hopefully this doesn't end horribly for me. I'm a little sad. I feel like they're about to make me do the most tedious part of the game again, which is unfortunate because the rest of it's really good and the concept's really cool. But I also don't seem to be able to start these, so maybe that's not what's going on right now. Channeling its power to the arrays. Edward Rufus used the arrays to destroy the denizens of the Guardian City. Alex needs to match the power of the Lich. Destroy the ancient he plans on bringing into this world. Seems in line with this game. Yeah, I'm digging it so far. This is definitely, I think, one of the best games I've played on stream to this point. So these don't seem to work anymore. Do I need to do something elsewhere to get them to start working again? Oh, never mind. I didn't see the other platforms here. Charmander. Bulbasaur. There we go. Hope we don't ever beat every awesome game. I don't think it's possible. Even if I had 24 hours a day blocked out to it, there's just too many of them. That is job security. Actual long hallway spell circle. Alright, so I think we want summon creature. Although Mantarok wasn't a selectable rune, so it's interesting. Yeah, that was my second game on stream after Earthbound. Oh shit, I thought I already killed that thing. Purple? 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 Before this thing zaps me? Alright. Bulbasaur dominance, indeed. Oh, what kind of glitch do you use to skip Edward's chapter? So switches are already registered as having been pulled, I suppose. That's interesting. And the game just skips the chapter. It's surprising. I said this when we did Edward's chapter earlier, that like I really like the idea of this, of the big, you know, Pargon spellcasting tower in the city. I just wish the actual thing they had you do for it was a little bit less tedious. I wonder if it was something that got cut or changed at some point in development. They had different plans for it earlier. The concept is fantastic. Pargon. That, and I wish that like there was even just like a black screen white text ending for all of the bad spells you could have cast instead of the character just telling we shouldn't do that. Yellow floor is a little bit of a dick move, just a teensy bit. This evil purple floor? Oh. Really? Big scary worm or something. Yeah, exactly, Walter. They ran out of budget, which is why we've got Pargon. So if you cast the health regen spell, does that make it so that she never gets tired while moving? Does casting a random red recovery also give that back? Oops. Oh, interesting. I just had to walk into the center with the worm. Huh. So the worm's doing that? That's a good one. I like it. Okay, so maybe it's have to sneak. Yeah, that one's good. Gotcha. Hey, thanks, Cheer. Alright, let's see. Oops, don't load. That would be bad. Congrats getting through the silliest room. Basically, it's like you have to recover your sanity after it sepia tones you, and then you have to sneak on the purple floor, which of course involves worms.
Anger hard, sand hard, sand hard.
This game is still really, really, really good and has probably one of the best structures of games I've ever seen. But I think when I was talking earlier, like, wow, this game seems to be exactly delivering on what its original goal was. I can see where they start to run out of money once you get to the Edward chapter. And it's like, okay, we got to wrap this up. We had an idea for what we want to do. We'll still do the idea as best as we can, but we've just got some limitations, unfortunately. Is there any, like, post-mortem interview with the devs on this game on YouTube or anything like that? I'm talking about the creativity gap, the difference between what they envisioned and what they were eventually able to manifest. This game still does a pretty good job, I think, on the whole. Like, the first 9-10 hours are super solid. It'd be cool to get something like that at some point. Oh, are they invisible now? Oh, so there's some kind of trick in each room. That's cool. I like that idea. That, in fact, is what's going on. I'm telling you, Mantarok / Mewtwo is a bro. It's always the purple portal that gets you to leave. Alright, first of all, let's cast big mana region. Feel invisible. Oh, not a sign. Shit, there's another one standing right on me. Please don't. Well, they do a pretty good job of reusing maps that you've been to before without it feeling like they're cheating, right? And it also, it works with the setting since you're time traveling, sort of. Wait, is that the rest of my revolver bullets? No, okay, we're okay. Neat. Oh, less neat. Didn't see those ones with the filter. Mantarok! Mantarok! Yeah! There's another one right there that I can see. I think it's going straight out here. So if I'm full on health and I cast the recover health spell, even if my character is tired, does that secretly restore some run energy? Alright. Probably should just bind that to something. Okay. But that's just a hidden value, right? I'm glad that we are still doing summon creature. That was what I thought we were doing the first time we got here before realizing, oh, it's actually just spell magic. You recast it while it's full.
Anger hard, sand hard, sand hard.
Keep saving on the regular. It's the first thing I thought of in Edward's chapter. I got a new puzzle in here. Oh, that's kind of neat. I get it. Sure. Cool. I do like that there's at least unique puzzles in these rooms now. When you come through as Edward, I think it's a little bit less interesting. Recast magic pool here in a second. Not enough. All right. Come on. Gabriel, you may have answered this in a previous episode, but does your mana regeneration care about whether you're running or walking, or is it just checking whether you're currently moving and then increasing it a certain amount per tick? Okay. Summon horror. Give me a Bulbasaur horror. In a second, I guess. We'll see how they end up handling this. I don't know if this is what they're going to do, and I guess don't correct my speculation if it's not, but I'm super interested to see if when you do summon creature, you control Bulbasaur. in the Pokemon battle. It would be pretty awesome. I can see them doing it as just like a cutscene. Based on number of frames of movements. Any speed of movement or even attacking are all equivalent. Okay. So there's no reason to run in circles if you're trying to conserve run energy. Thank you. I imagine that's something speedrunners would know. Let's see. 6, sorry. I'm less opposed to this area now that there's a unique puzzle in each chamber. I think I was just frustrated by it earlier because it was like each chamber was a bunch of enemies and Edward has terrible stamina, so he'd keep panting. Yeah, it's a lot of running with a character who's not great at it. If it was Mike instead of Edward, it probably would be more tolerable. Shit. I keep not letting the full reload animation play, and then I think you have to wait until you're out to reload again. Oops. Here we go. I think we did a puzzle with this before a long time ago, right? Hey, that'll do. Just gotta do the leap of faith, Alex. Wait for that to fully cast. Shield.
Anger hard on sand and hard on hard, seldom hard.
I miss one over here. Oh, is this summon? Arga. Summon's probably one down in this one. Okie dokie. Okay. I think I have an idea then. Now, can I reach it with a melee weapon is the question. No. This is similar to the one that was in the basement before. Let's do chant, green. Okay, one shot. That's not that bad. Interesting. Interesting. Speedrun digs into the details of the game, you're more impressed by it. Yeah, I dig it a lot. Ooh, this is probably in the top games that I've played on stream. 90% of them have been blind, 95% of them have been blind. This is up there with my biggest surprises. Even coming into it, knowing a bit about it, hearing the hype, knowing about the sanity stuff. It's very different than what I was expecting it to be, but I like what it is versus what I expected it to be. That makes sense. I'm worried the exact same thing's gonna happen if I shoot it again. Let's see. I see, so it's actually casting a summon spell when that happens. Away from this thing really quick. Isn't that the puzzle in the basement where it kept like sucking energy from the stone and I just had to like punch it to destroy it? Enchanted flashlight Easter egg? No, how does that work? That's on Mike's chapter? Changes the color of the flashlight to match the alignment of the spell. That's funny. I dig it. Alright, before I... Shit, that's annoying. Before I get stuck fighting a million of these enemies, am I on the right track that I need to shoot with a enchanted revolver the obelisks, or is there something else that I can do to it that will be productive? Does it work with the torches? That's not it. Okay, thank you. You can also see it being dispelled. Ow. Is that the same art asset as the obelisk in the basement, or is it slightly different? Definitely need more Pargon. Tried dispel. Oh, that'd be cool, Walter. Does it involve the bind spell at all? Also, nope. Okay. Oh, Wonder why they even let you shoot it. Okay, thank you. Save me some experimentation time. I think I went exactly the long way. Alright. Oops, not what I meant to do. Oh, it looks like I interrupted it anyway. Oh, you're damaging them all at once. It's interesting that the color mattered, though. Yeah. I'm just surprised. I would have expected them all to have the same element then, because I was able to hit them all with one thing and it took them all out. But I guess what's happening is I'm doing something that causes them all to take 1 or more points of damage, which is enough to do the thing. Okay, I think I get it. Let's put this on I guess color mattered as to what horror it would summon if you did it wrong. I kind of wish damage field was a little clearer, that it travels outward from you and hits everything it touches. I mean, it does that, right? If you're in a room with a bunch of zombies, it'll hit them all as the ring hits them, but... Magic attack, yeah, sorry. Damage field is the one where you put a little force field on the floor, right? These are extremely minor nitpicks in a wonderful game. It's part of why I struggled with that boss, of not really understanding how the spell was working, that it was having to travel. Summon. Let's put some more things on sign. Yeah, I agree. If you could have used it before the boss fight, or you had a room where you had to use it to hit something far away from you a couple times and try to like time when it lands, I could make sure that you understood what it was. Oh, right, there's shit up there. Oh, I thought it was just far enough away. I was not. Womp womp. Anti-rock! The corpse god, no! Well, that's the worst possible scenario. Oh, you telefrag him. Never mind. That's kind of funny. Nice. The spell is up. Whoops, strong spell. Let's get back up there before this becomes a bad thing.
Anchor hard, sand hard, sand hard. Nestle hard, reckon hard.
Hooray! Oh, will Dispel hit it? Does it travel through the whole room if it can? The lava floor is just a little mean. Okay, gotcha. Thought it was proximity based. Pargon is just old one for extra. I want you to cast summon creature, but like be so extra about it. Dispel magic, but like for serious. Hey, I'm gonna use bind. Argonated beverage. Bind also just travel until it hits an enemy, basically. I beg your pardon. Whoa, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I wanted to play it on a physical copy. It was prohibitively difficult. I totally would have. Fortunately, that happens infrequently, but when it does, it sucks. Oh, how is the GDQ? Twitch ads sometimes make streams sound like that. Cool. I'll have to check it out once we beat it. Beating a game unlocks my ability to watch it on GDQ. So I always look forward to it. Now I'll be able to run this rerun alongside GDQ, get more data on walk-ins. Before COVID, I was planning on doing a TwitchCon panel on that. Just having basically played all of the games that are featured during GDQ and then trying to time your rerun so that they're overlapping at the same time and seeing how that changes walk-in rate for fairly low traffic games like these. Such a pain in the ass. I posted in Discord a way to get around the uBlock restrictions that showed up a couple days ago. If you fancy that. I want to save here because I don't think I have to go through the last room, but I don't remember. Give me that Pargon. There is two of them. Calm down. Hear me reloading or something? Oh, there's a third one. Fuck. So sneaky. Give me blue. I want to telefrag him. Yeah! Yeah, it's cast spells in the Trapper dimension. Okay. I think this game has benefited from that phenomenon I've talked about before of narrative superposition, like the combination of all possible narrative states. That any story that you're consuming, you enjoy it, and then you slowly collapse that wave function the further you get along, and you learn more, and possibilities get eliminated. About 3 or 4 hours into this game, that feeling of narrative superposition was so cool in this, and the way they've eventually gone with it's pretty cool too. You're never gonna top the combination of all possibilities, right? You can do a pretty good job of picking one of those possibilities and have it being neat. But there's only a couple other games that have felt like that for me. The Soulsborne titles all feel amazing. You know, that feeling of this could go anywhere. And Breath of the Wild, I think, is another one. And the Mass Effect games before beating them. Here we go. Summon in Bulbasaur. See what she looks like. Some games have like a pretty specific line to cross too. I just need to go down south here. Never mind, it must be one of the east or west doors. Like Mass Effect 2 has the suicide mission, and they build it up through the whole game, like what's on the other side of the relay? And you're like, oh my god, it could be anything. Movies have it too, like before they go through the wormhole in Interstellar. That's the way the world ends, not with a bang. Okay, I think this was the exit from this room.
Anchor hard on sand, hard on sand, hard.
Save. This is going to end well. Before you proceed, would you like to save your progress? Yes. Thanks, game. We're going to use the furthest right save as the... I don't know, return save, I assume is what they're warning me about there.
Miss Rivers, you're just in time. The summoning spell I began 2,000 years ago.
I know, right?
Is finally complete. You will now have the honor of
my favorite example of that is Silent Hill 2, where there's 9 save points on the wall.
An appetizer for the banquet your race shall provide.
Mechanics of
You
storytelling.
forget what it means to be human, Pious. The human race will never go quietly into the darkness. For as long as you have spent summoning your lord, people have struggled against you.
I know, right,
now,
Scarf?
thanks to their efforts, I have 3 of the Ancient's essences. Now, Pious,
I just had to collect the other
this
Pokemon.
is the end.
He tried to beat the game by sweeping them all with his starter.
The end, indeed.
You gotta have a balanced team and you have to be friends with all of your Pokemon. Pius is such a cool villain. I love that you control him at the beginning. That's great. I assume these cutscenes are roughly identical, except the color of the spell is different. Pargon, Pargon, Pargon. Graphics. Hey, it's Squirtle. Die as Pius and stop it all from ever happening. Whoa. They did a good job with the design on these. I think what I hope it's going to be is what it's actually going to be. You said I have infinite range on Dispel. Cool music. No, but that doesn't remove his buffs. Okay. This is bad. Didn't get off in time. Come on, dude. Up here. Ow. Should have fully buffed before coming in here. Pargon, Pargon, Pargon! More Pargons! There you go. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Probably not a better time to use the shotgun. Stop that. You're a real dick, you know that. Zombies aren't very good at running, it turns out. Pargon, Pargon, Pargon! Perfect. Dick. Is that not burning through his shield points? Did my use of deflect not work last time for whatever reason? I'll try damage field here in a second. I don't see his little orbs disappearing is the problem. I don't think I got far enough away from him there. You dummy. Oh, he just dispelled it, okay. I don't think that's clearing anything when I do that. Pargon, Pargon, Pargon! Just before I got off. Bummer. Let me try some different things here. Making sure that doesn't reveal anything special up here. I did have a little thing up here that I was supposed to attack, it looked like. Did not remove any of his little shields, it looked like. Alright, so earlier I did enchant shotgun and shot him with it, and it didn't seem to do anything as far as removing his shields from him. Was that the wrong idea? Did I just time it wrong, or did he like recast the shield after I used it? Give me a sec. Oh, he's removing my shit. Oh, no problem. Wait, so why did that work, but the shotgun didn't? It's just the Gladius is special because it's his weapon or something? I see. Yeah, I was just like, I've always used a melee weapon in this whole game, but I'm gonna use a... Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna use the range weapon because, like, if it's the final boss-ish, now's the time to do it. It's cool if that's what it is, just because the Gladius is his. This is pretty sweet. Big fan of this here. Using all the statues at the end. Shit. Can I not? Okay. I don't have to enchant anymore, apparently. I don't have any more shortcuts. Yeah, I like this concept a lot. See it up there. Cool. That's pretty awesome. I like this a lot. Yeah, the track is pretty great, I agree. Leave me alone. I thought maybe they were gonna have us fight in space while controlling them. Get it, Bulbasaur. Scholar beats Sorcerer. Yes, yes. Oh, right. Wait, I don't need a new spell. Now, each time I'm damaging the thing with a ghost, am I removing one of his shield orbs? I wasn't noticing that a second ago. There's an aesthetic to boss fight design in video games. I really like the... And then everyone gathers together for the final fight, and all of the things you've done so far all play into the last boss fight. It's such a cool final boss aesthetic. Yeah. Right. Imagine that you have a sanity score between 0 and 45, and for each point of sanity you're missing, the angle tilts by 1 degree. Come on, Surveyor. You can do this, buddy. I know your run speed's not great. You got some chub on you, that's okay. Roberto! Not being a raging lunatic at the end is not part of the victory conditions. Roberto is the real final boss. Invoke is Protect, so he's recasting Shield spell. Okay. Let's do. Now I should be able to remove his shit, I think. Hold on now. Spell can still cast while he's doing that. That's good to know. Oh, fuck. Rude. Stop it. Got his shields back, that's fine. Stream dropped. This is frustrating. I'm gonna pause the clock and try to fix this. Hopefully I can just skip it on YouTube once it gets uploaded. Apologize. After having lost all the momentum and will to live. Alright, I appear to be back from the worst sanity effect, the Comcast outage. Let's try to finish the game here. That'd be nice. Ooh, walked right into that one, yikes. Forgot that was there. Oh, that's cool. He gets a weakened over time. I like that. Now he's slow. Finish him. I was really close to being done before the outage. Jeez. We did the cool part. At least if you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully it just... There's a short pause there. The worst possible timing. You tell him, Bulbasaur. You're going to find out that there might be some consequences for having summoned Bulbasaur.
The darkness is not so easily destroyed.
She gonna take over now? It's the priest of Bulbasaur. Nice. Nice.
What have I done?
Quickly, Alex! We must find this creature! It cannot be allowed to remain in this universe!
Oh, thanks. Did he do the minigame? Oh shit, what was the bind spell? It was not summon area. I don't remember what it was. I do like that we have to do Charmander for it. It's a protect creature? Because it would correct me if I got it wrong. Bankrupt.
That's the ticket.
Oh, what happens if you get it wrong? Grandpa's disappointed at you. Oh, the circly squiggly thing.
It is finally over, my dear. The Ancients' plans are finished. For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredible.
Should have remembered that because I had it as spell 14 for a while. Like, I wonder what that does to protect a creature.
Would have been proud of you, just as I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you, but there was so little time and so much to do. Goodbye, Alex. I will miss you.
I'm gonna have to share my heart rate monitor graph of the outage.
Brought into this world to stop Pius. My mistake was made clear. This ancient could lay the world to ruin just as easily as Pius's would have. And yet, as quickly as it began, it ended. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of reality, to see those who dwell behind. I was once a fool.
Overcome the darkness has prevailed for over 2 millennia. This accomplishment will begin a new era for humanity. Would you like to record this grand occasion in the pages of human history? Alex's grandma kick butt would have been awesome. Memory of Ben Dyack. I think doing that lets you play a New Game Plus after that. Will let you skip cutscenes, I think Gabriel was saying earlier. This game is really, really, really cool. This might be in like the top 10, top couple dozen. It's one of the coolest games I've ever played on stream. I love the structure of it. I like the idea of it being fun or adventure horror as opposed to super serious times horror. The true ending is beating it 3 times with New Game Plus. Oh, wow. Does something change on the New Game Plus playthroughs significantly? And what all is different when you pick the other gods? I assume it just changes the enemies you run into primarily, but you still play through it in the same general order. And a couple of the cutscenes are different. Unique ending after playing through, after choosing each artifact as Pius. There's a glitch where you can get the true ending by looking it up on YouTube. Mostly color rotates the enemies. That was my expectation, yeah. I assume they wanted to do more with Mantarok at some point. It seemed like there was a space for a purple alignment spell category. This game is very, very good. Very, very different from just about anything out there. I would love to see a La Mulana, Outer Wilds, Baba Is You style puzzle game that's based on this game's spellcasting system explored a little bit further. That would be really, really neat. Oh, really? You can get the Mantarok rune in Edwin Lindsay's chapter. What all does it do? It's a hidden thing in the Indiana Jones level where you can find the Mantarok rune. Do they get into much more detail about could do a lot of different things. Purple revealed invisible turns you invisible. Oh. That's cool. Unless the other ones are just good effects against everything else. Yeah. The linearity, I think, is cool. I appreciate it. It's a really neat way to structure a game. It kind of bums me out because like Chrono Trigger, like, it's a perfect structure for storytelling, but every game doesn't need to have time travel. And it's kind of hard to mimic the structure without that as your, like, story driver, you know? You'd have to have some reason why you're hopping between eras and hopping between different characters. The puzzle in Michael's chapter with the statues is unsolvable unless you acquire statues in both Kareem's and Roberto's chapters. Jennifer Hills with Alex and Bulbasaur. Wada and Miyamoto were involved as producers. Permanently enchanted Gladius with a 7-point enchantment that can be thrown. Oh, and I bet that makes the final boss quite a bit easier. Gotcha. Spooky Nintendo logo. Yeah, I would recommend this game to more folks. I mean, if you watched it, that's probably a good enough substitute for having played it, but it has so many cool ideas. It fills a niche that I feel like other games don't really fill. Castlevania is kind of fun horror, but horror is more just like the setting they happen to pick for it, and doesn't actually explore the horror element at all. Can't think of anything that's actually scary that happens in a Castlevania game. True ending is a cool end cap to the game. Alright, I can try to do that here in a second. See if I can dismiss the screen here. When a Medusa head approaches you as you jump over a pit, that's scary. Alright, hold on, let me clear this guy out for a sec. Eternal Darkness, true ending. Is it special ending? After the darkness vanquished, I guess. Let's see if this just works. No, it's close enough.
And so it comes to pass. Of the three ancients, there is nothing.
This is really...
Mighty Chaturga has obliterated the insanity of Xenotarth. The madness of Xenotarth has overcome the power of Uliauth. The boundless Uliauth has decimated the power of Chaturga.
But what about
All at
Antarok?
once, separate and simultaneous. For the universe is made of many time streams, many possibilities, all in harmonious synchronicity.
That's cool. All your playthroughs happen at
Mantarok
once.
remains, slowly dying. Mantarok, keeper, overseer, warden of ancients, chaos, an entity trapped between the veils of reality and the enchanted stakes that impale its flesh. Unable to rally its guardians, it could rely only on its subtle manipulations of the Roivas family to destroy its enemies.
That's cool.
Knowing the nature of the ancients, it used its pawns to play them against each
So
other.
all 3 New Game Plus playthroughs happen at the
resulting
same
in their
time.
mutual annihilation. Now it will languish forever, festering in its tomb, plotting.
That's pretty great. No, I don't want 10 facts about Eternal Darkness. I might not know. Go away. Stop it. None of that. Anyway, yeah, thanks for the folks who voted up Eternal Darkness. I had an image in my head of what the game was going to be like. I was expecting it to be way more horror focused and the sanity stuff to be way more, jump scary instead of being kind of just like fun and like I said, it's very similar to a Call of Cthulhu tabletop game where stuff that's creepy can happen, but when you die, you laugh and clap because you're looking forward to playing out the horror tropes, right? You're not like actually spooked out in your chair as you're doing things. So if they ever kickstart a sequel again, or if we ever see another game that's inspired by it, I would be very excited to check it out. If you hear of anything that's explicitly inspired by Eternal Darkness, please let me know. I'd love to play it. This is in one of my biggest surprises of any of the games I've played on stream, especially so given that it was already super hyped up, and I already knew a decent amount about it just through cultural osmosis. That'll be it.